Hello, I'm Eric Payne with your news update. After the city of Chicago raised the legal age of buying tobacco products to 21, Illinois is now the 11th state to raise the legal age for buying tobacco products from 18 to 21. Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the Tobacco 21 bill into law on Sunday. He said the health of the next generation is more important than the economic benefit tobacco sales to young people.
Those who opposed Tobacco 21 argued that Illinois stores will lose revenue from 18 to 21-year-olds to surrounding states. I say this is about the health of our youth and the longevity of our citizens. And if there are young people who will travel over state lines to buy tobacco products because they can legally buy them there, then I urge the surrounding states to pass Tobacco 21 too.
Chicago was among the first cities to tax e-cigarettes, ban tobacco discounts, and require that clerks who sell tobacco products be at least 21. The mayor's office says teen smoking in Chicago has dropped to at a record low 6%. People who haven't been identified went to extreme highs in an attempt to warm up a high school baseball field. Spring baseball in the Northeast can be downright cold, but a failed attempt to warm up a field in Richfield, Connecticut means some teams will have to find a new place to play. The Richfield High School field needs repairs after it was set on fire over the weekend. Police haven't made any arrests, and at this point, they aren't sure if they will. But they are still trying to figure out why someone decided to pour 24 gallons of gas on the infield to warm it up before the game.
It had rained the night before. There was a scheduled baseball game at approximately 11 o'clock Saturday morning. The field was delayed. The game was delayed due to the wet field. We're not sure. It's an active investigation of who instructed, if anybody instructed, in regards to warming the field with fire, and gasoline was used as well.
I'd like to see somebody pay for it rather than me. So, yeah, all the people that stood around and thought it was a good idea, it'd be nice if they all chipped in and paid for it.
Gasoline soil was removed to the tune of thousands of dollars, which will come out of the town's coffers. The field will be closed all week as testing is done on the soil. It's a day to honor those who help you find a book, research a subject, or organize a story time for kids. Tuesday is National Library Workers Day. First celebrated in 2004, the day celebrates all library staff and their contributions. And today's public libraries do more than just check out books. Though you can still do that, libraries allow you to borrow music, movies, and TV shows. Visitors can also take classes to learn a new technology. And many libraries also serve as polling places during elections. So how does one celebrate National Workers' Day? It's as simple as visiting your local library to see what's going on. Sad news came out from an amusement park in Orlando, Florida. A pilot whale died at SeaWorld on Saturday. Freddie has lived there for 8 years. She was part of a mass stranding of 23 pilot whales near Cudjoe Key, Florida in 2011. After rehabilitation, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Fisheries determined Freddie could not be released back into the wild because of her young age. SeaWorld says she has had persistent health and concerns since she was rescued. It also says she recently developed an infection, and despite round-the-clock care, her, quote, health and quality of life continued to decline sharply. The rest of the whales in her pod are being monitored for signs of illness. I'm Eric Payne with your news update. Thank you for tuning in.
The Miami Heat select Dwayne Wade from Marquette University.
What's up, everybody? I am Eric Payne with your Info Bite, and today I am going to be talking to you about Dwayne Wade. Before Dwayne Wade was widely known as one of the top 3 shooting guards of all time in the NBA, he had a rough childhood. He grew up on the south side of Chicago in a single-parent household with his mom, who was addicted to drugs. To get him out of the bad neighborhood, when he was 8 years old, his older sister tricked him into staying with his father by taking him to his father's house and leaving him there, telling him that she would come back for him, but she never did. Living in his father's house is where he enjoyed playing basketball with his older brothers who never took it easy on him. He played his way through high school at Richards, then college at Marquette. Then in 2003, he was drafted with the 5th pick by the Miami Heat. It didn't take him long to establish himself as a great player. He won his first NBA title and won Finals MVP in just his third season in the NBA. At the time, media analysts were calling him the next Michael Jordan, but he had difficulty staying healthy with constant knee injuries throughout his career, which kept him from reaching his full potential. However, he would go on to team up with his good friend LeBron James and then win 2 more championships. With him retiring after the 2018-2019 season, his legacy is cemented as an all-time great. Thank you for listening. I'm Ari Payne with your Info Bite.
If somebody come to you, if coach come to you and be like, man, did he cover you? You can just look at coach and be like, man, coach, child, please, because you really disrespecting me.
What's up with the what's up? I'm Ari Payne with your Info Bite, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Chad Johnson. Johnson grew up in Liberty City in Miami around drugs and violence during the crack era. Playing football was his love from day one, and it kept him from out of the streets. Johnson, who became Ocho Cinco to match his number 85, was mainly known for his flamboyant playstyle and celebrations, but he was also maybe the best receiver of his era. He had 6 straight 1,000-yard seasons in the NFL and 7 total in his 11-year career. He didn't care that he was constantly criticized for his so-called extra celebrations. As a matter of fact, he would tell them, "Child, please." That's how he always played the game. He was always going to give the fans a show. Chad Johnson was and still is a fan favorite. Now that his career is over, he constantly interacts with fans through Twitter. He also goes to local parks and plays with the youth. Thank you for listening. I'm Ari Payne with your Info Bite.
Hi, I'm Bobby Rondell. I'm a third-year broadcast journalism student from Orlando, Florida, and I'm a radio personality for WANM 90.5. So what I love most about what I do is just the ability to interview. Because even being able, working with the playmakers, being able to interview different coaches and different athletes, you get to hear the perspective of what they have to say. You get to learn new information. So it's not only a treat for me giving it to the public on air, but it's a treat for me as well because I get to learn the information that the public is going to learn. The advice I would give to anybody that wants to be in radio is to have fun and be yourself. Just because you hear somebody on the air that sounds probably energetic or like they have a great radio voice and maybe your voice is not as loud as it, just be yourself. People just want to hear you. You know, you're going to bring a different perspective. And also take it slow. You know, just your voice is going to sound a little cracked at times because this should probably be your first time ever being on air or something. But just take it slow and always learn and stay humble, but don't forget who you are. Always be confident in yourself as well.
Again, who grips the mic and likes to kill their friends? I've never been the type to make amends. If shit was at an 8, we like to. Yeah.